Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind, Spectre of Communism. We're here with the next mission, which is going to be Bagration. We basically pushed the Germans away from Leningrad last time, got a bit more territory in the Ukraine, and Crimea is liberated as well. So that's all well and good. I do believe next operation is no longer winter operation, so I'll once again be switching up all of that. What I'm going to do here though is basically for me now it's a choice between Vasilevsky's strategy and the tank infantry support. Vasilevsky's strategy gives me 4 more command points during the mission each turn. Yeah, let's go for the strategy. So yes, that should be pretty good, and then probably I'll be going for tank infantry support skill on the next one. Trophy committee is also very good, but I can't do that yet. It's only available from 4571. It's actually either after the war or from January. Well, depending on how they show off the dates. But right, let's just get rid of all the winter equipment. I would almost say it would be nice if there was a button that would remove all winter equipment from all of your units, but yeah. Let's go. And there we are. So obviously that will give us at least a ton of prestige in order to once again make sure that all my units are in order. I do think that despite the losses that I took during the last mission, it actually seems like we're doing pretty well in terms of prestige during this one. Over 3,000. Those are numbers that I haven't seen in quite a long while. Oh, they meant this new warfare, right? Yeah, I might deploy it. Bye. So I'll be dealing with overstrength first, but we'll see. Okay, so actually let's do upgrades first. So for you to now upgrade, well, this is I guess also an anti-air. I can buy it then. This is an anti-air. Gun range 2, but they do have safe skies. Yeah, I'll buy it. And definitely going for extra reach. And mobile. Okay, so that takes care of that upgrade. Then there are some upgrades in the plane department. LA5 FN can be turned into the LA7, giving me 1 more air attack, 1 more ground defense. P40 cannot be upgraded, just like the Hurricane. Like, I can upgrade them, sure, but then it does cost me quite a bit. That does make them quite a bit better, as the P40 and Hurricane at this stage are pretty poor. But let's just yeah, Yeah, there is no upgrade for the Ant 40 SB at this moment. There's for the IL-4 to the IL-M44, so I will take that. I'll see whether I still have prestige for the upgrades later on. I guess for now, first, the most important thing that I want to do is go for the overstrength. Wherever I can. You're 13, 12, 15, 15, 14, 14. 14. There we go. And generally I do like to try to maximize my overstrength on all my units. It makes them a lot more sturdy, and it gives them extra firepower while not coming at the cost of the loss of the command points, which I think is also really good. I've been trying to level this M4A1 up like crazy. Alright, I actually do think there's no upgrade for these guys. The unfortunate thing is that most of the more powerful Soviet units in this department are actually in the assault gun range. So, you know, for the assault guns, you have the ISU 152, which should, together with the ISU 122, like, these should be beasts. Especially this one as well, actually is a lot less heart attack than the other one, but yeah, these things should be pretty good, but I cannot upgrade the SU-85 at this stage. Either way, I do have a lot of prestige at this point. Let's take care of the equipment first. So I want all of these once again to at least have tank flamethrowers. Very expensive. But the Tiger out of itself has 5 ammo. Panther also can make do without any crazy stuff, so I generally do like to give them sappers at that point, because there's just so many mines everywhere that I do think it is worth it. Whereas for the IS-2, I just want additional ammunition, because 3 is way too low, and with the amount of overruns that... Oh, that's the wrong one. With the amount of overruns that these units have to do, often that is just a serious problem. At this point, I just have to upgrade this as well. Like, there's just no way I can keep that thing as a KV here. The M4A1 is... I generally just use it to mop up units. I don't think it's worth upgrading that now, and I do need to worry about my Air Force as well. Anyway, but especially the command tank at this rate should be upgraded. And yeah, that's just so many guys. I actually think I should be buying another recon. I find that I've been constantly facing the problem that I don't have enough intel. Let's go for a maneuver. I actually like moving with these guys as well. I actually should have taken that with them too. So besides being sappers, I'll just give them some Vickers machine guns. Why not? Yeah, so 5 ammo, that should be enough. With the external fuel tank, that's looking good. They need heavy searchlights. And anti-air radars. Heavy searchlight is expensive, but plus 3 air attack is, I think, definitely worth it. I can go back to additional ammunition on my artillery, which is also quite necessary. And high caliber incendiaries on the other ones. Switching between these winter missions and regular missions does take a fairly long time. I'm very well aware of that. So what does this do? Gun range becomes 3. Gains howitzer fire ability, so they can attack over a lot. It's okay, but I still rather have sappers. I know that, or flamethrowers. It's just all around the best thing to use. 881. Alright, let's take the very weakest of these units, which I think is the Hurricane. Because the Hurricane has 11 air attack. And 12 defense. These already have 12 air attack. 13, 15. Yeah, so the Hurricane is the weakest. Let's upgrade the Hurricane to an LA7. And now I'll be looking at equipment for some of these guys. So the aerial cameras, is this free? Yeah, so I could technically use it. So let's just give it to them at the very least. And then I'll be at least looking at giving the the aerial cameras to the units which have heroes, which I believe are these two. So 2 times aerial cameras. I have 57 left. I guess that's fine. I do not think this gives them the AA ability. But it's the only free thing they can get, so why not? As long as it's free, I'm totally fine with it. Alright, that's finally it for the units. Took a pretty long time. Let's see what Vasilevsky and Rokossovsky have to say.
If we succeed, we will inflict the worst military defeat in Germany's history. Of course, we need to be careful about counting chickens that aren't hatched, but objectively, our chances are good. I heard the Poles in the Krajowa army are actively operating in the German-occupied territories. I advise you to deploy more reconnaissance. You must keep your eye on those partisans.
Considering the width of the front line and the amount of German forces along it, we must advance from at least 2 directions. With all respect to you, a single blow, even the most massive, won't be enough to destabilize the Germans. But their defenses are stretched. They simply don't have enough forces to contain assaults from several directions.
That's not how this game works, actually. Let's get started.
The time has come to restore our pre-war borders. Brief me on the operational plans.
Our main goal is to crush the Army Group Center and to advance as far as Warsaw. We will launch several distracting attacks and one main offensive.
Comrade Stalin, I am sure we will do much better if we attack in two main directions at once.
Rokossovsky, what are you thinking? Splitting our forces into two will take away numerical advantage at the key point. That makes no sense.
Calm down, Zhukov. Rokossovsky, please explain.
It's the terrain. Where we want to make our main attack, the ground won't allow us to deploy all our forces in a single direction. If we want to take full advantage of our numerical superiority, we need to split our forces and attack from two directions.
Rokossovsky, splitting our forces goes against all military principles, you know that.
On the contrary, we will overwhelm the enemy with attacks from multiple directions. The fascists are weak. They cannot fight in two directions at once, but the Red Army can. We have the skill and numbers to do it. That is my point.
With all due respect, Rokossovsky, no army gets anywhere dissipating its forces.
Zhukov, stop arguing. I am sure our dear Konstantin has very serious reasons to be so insistent. I order you to heed his ideas. We will attack in two directions.
Understood, Comrade Stalin. Comrades, today marks a very special occasion. We're launching Operation Bagration. Finally, the complete liberation of our territory is no longer a distant dream.
To think, it's been 3 years since we had to evacuate these lands. We were scattered and beaten, but we were not broken.
And now we'll take back what's ours. What a glorious day, comrades.
You think this will be an easy victory, Comrade Vasilevsky? Don't forget the Germans have been digging in for 3 years. Breaching their defenses won't be easy. Have you forgotten what the ground is like?
It's hard to forget. It's all swamps, rivers, and gullies. Last time it helped us by slowing down the Germans who were chasing us, but now it's us who will have to attack across the terrain.
Fortunately, this time, we have enough troops for the operation.
All the better for us, Comrade Rokossovsky. Right, our mission. The main objective of Operation Bagration is to liberate the territories of Belarus and Lithuania totally, Latvia and eastern Poland partially. To do that, we must crush the German Army Group Center and take the key cities of Vitebsk, Polotsk, Mogilev, Bobruisk, Slutsk, Minsk, Daugavpils, Vilnius, Baranovichi, Pinsk, Brest-Litovsk, Białystok, Grodno, Kaunas, Panevėžys, and Šiauliai. That will bring us to the pre-war borders of the Soviet Union. From there, we'll attack into German territory.
Right. We don't have much chance deploying up here in the center. Actually, I will have to kind of like deploy from quite a few directions, it seems like. But I guess one of the biggest avenues is down there. I don't feel too comfortable also deploying from here, given that we'll probably just have to move up like there. That's just not great. All the way to the back we have Brest and Białystok. Brest is of course the city that we tried to help last time. Well, we did actually. Either way, I'm looking for the heroes here, because especially against this thing, I do think you want to have something like that. And I'll also be deploying one of those up front. Currently, I'm just looking at some of the deployment potential. I'm happy there's an AA there, but yeah, I'll also have to deploy some very significant forces over in here at least. Whereas I now only have an armored train. Definitely looking for at least a second artillery there too. While a very powerful blow will also have to come from this area. I'll deploy at least 2 heavy tanks in that direction, and I do have 2 artillery. Right, there are just other areas that will, I don't want to say have to be negated, but or avoided. The problem is I don't have additional infantry up here, which I think is very unfortunate. Whereas here I have 3, 5, and then 1 down here. Let's at least deploy that. A second AA. Well, this is an M16, so I have 1 AA here. Certainly do want to have a second AA in the center as well. And I need more AA up here too. Let's deploy those. Recon. I currently have none here. Nor do I have any recon in these upper areas. Okay. Might also try to give the center a little bit more firepower. By giving them the Su-85. And currently they have Katyusha, sure, but they have no other heavy artillery. Which I do think they'll benefit quite a bit from as well. Now, my main problem down here is that I'm just missing infantry. And I can't really get that from any other area. I would buy some, but I don't have the money for it. I don't even have the 64 required. Right, well, I'm sure I can put these to good use now. The bombers, as usual, they'll just go into airfields if I can find those, yeah. Let's have a look. And 3 in the center. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna actually be having a little bit of a shorter episode for this time. It might or might not be half an hour. I don't know. I haven't actually checked for this time, but yeah, usually my episodes for this game are like 1.5 hours or so. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up early for a change. So what are those? Oh, they're paratroopers. Alright. They're not gonna do much good there. I will see though. Either way, I wanna thank you for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Even though the only thing that we did was deploy our troops, so that I have to admit that is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, especially if you have to switch between the different kinds of missions, between like winter and regular, then it does take up a lot of time. And especially like what mission can we expect after Bagration? So we'll be on the doorstep of, we'll say, Warsaw and stuff. So I believe next mission will be the Königsberg offensive operation. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe after this mission there are 2 more missions that deal with Germany, which are Königsberg, and I believe after that already Berlin, but I'm not 100% sure. So don't pin me down on that. But I mean, if it's going to be Königsberg, it's going to be winter again. So that just means that we'll once again have to switch. Like, yeah, if it's just alternating like that, you just have that trouble. Right, like I said, thanks for watching this one, and we'll start the mission for you on the next one. Take care, see you then. Bye-bye.